100 men versus one gorilla. Today we're settling the ultimate internet debate that's been breaking friendships and blowing up Reddit threads for years. Who would win in a no-holds-barred showdown? 100 average dudes or one absolute unit of a silverback gorilla? And just to make things spicy, we're throwing in a bonus round. What if those weren't just average Joes, but trained military soldiers? Trust me, the answer might shock you. Hit that subscribe button because this is about to get wild. First, let's meet our main attraction, the silverback gorilla. This isn't just any animal. This is 400 plus pounds of pure, primal muscle packed into nature's perfect wrecking machine. These beasts can bench press over 1,800 pounds without breaking a sweat. That's basically like lifting your entire family and your neighbor's car. A gorilla's arm span reaches over 8 feet, longer than most NBA players are tall. Their bite force measures around 1,300 psi, enough to crush a crocodile's skull like it's a soft-boiled egg. Despite weighing as much as a refrigerator, gorillas can hit speeds of 25 miles per hour, faster than Usain Bolt on his best day. Those massive canine teeth, 4 times longer than human teeth and sharp enough to tear through tree bark. Unlike bodybuilders who skip leg day, gorillas have leg muscles so powerful they can launch themselves 15 feet into the air. Now, who's lining up against this natural tank? First scenario, 100 completely average men. We're talking about your typical dudes. Some gym goers, sure, but mostly guys whose greatest physical achievement was moving a couch last year. The average man can produce about 100 to 150 pounds of force in a punch. Cute compared to the gorilla's 1,500 pound swing. Most men can barely lift their own body weight, while our gorilla friend can hoist the equivalent of 5 men with one arm. Studies show that 70% of untrained men freeze or panic when facing immediate physical threats, and that's against other humans, not living bulldozers with fangs. For our second matchup, we've got the upgraded version, 100 trained soldiers. These aren't just guys who did a few push-ups. These are disciplined fighters with tactical training, combat experience, and bodies conditioned for war. Elite soldiers train specifically to overcome panic responses, maintaining focus even under extreme stress. Military units drill constantly in coordinated movement and attack strategies, something our average men definitely don't practice at weekend barbecues. Let's be clear, neither group gets weapons in this scenario. This is all raw human capability versus gorilla power, but don't worry, things are about to get interesting. Picture this, a large clearing in the jungle. Dense trees surround a 100-yard circular area. The morning mist hangs low, and the sounds of tropical birds fill the air. Then, silence. The birds know something's coming. From one side, our 100 men enter the clearing. From the other side, emerging from the shadows between 2 massive trees, our silverback defender of the jungle appears, beating his chest in that iconic gorilla warning display. When gorillas drum their chests, the sound can be heard up to a mile away. Nature's equivalent of a psychological warfare tactic. This display isn't just for show, it floods the gorilla's body with adrenaline, temporarily boosting strength by up to 20%. The battle lines are drawn. Let's see how each group fares against this formidable opponent. Immediately, our 100 average men face their first challenge, coordination. With no clear leader and 0 battle experience, chaos erupts faster than you can say, "We should have brought bananas." In crisis situations, untrained groups splinter into 3 typical behaviors. 15% rush forward impulsively, 65% hesitate uncertainly, and 20% actively back away. Our first wave of brave or foolish men charge forward. The gorilla, seeing this as a direct challenge, doesn't retreat. Instead, it explodes into action with terrifying speed. Gorillas can process and react to threats in under 0.2 seconds, twice as fast as the average human reaction time. The first man reaches the gorilla and wham! One casual swipe sends him flying 15 feet backward. 2 more rush in from different angles, attempting to tackle the beast. A gorilla's skin is up to 4 times thicker than human skin and lined with dense muscle tissue, making it incredibly difficult to cause any real damage with bare hands. The gorilla grabs one attacker by the arm and literally uses him as a weapon against the others, swinging him like a scene from a cartoon. 5 men down in seconds. By now, the remaining men realize their predicament. Some start working together, forming impromptu groups of 5 to 10 guys attempting to surround the gorilla. Smart move, but gorillas have nearly 360-degree awareness and can fight in any direction without repositioning their entire body. The gorilla's incredible reach means that even when surrounded, it can strike in all directions. And unlike humans who tire quickly in intense combat, gorillas have remarkable cardiovascular efficiency, allowing them to maintain peak exertion for 10 to 15 minutes without significant fatigue. Our average men, meanwhile, are gasping for breath after just 60 seconds of all-out effort. As casualties mount, morale collapses. Despite still having numerical superiority, the remaining men can't coordinate effectively. Some try heroic solo charges, all failing spectacularly. Others attempt to create distractions while larger groups attack from behind. Even when hurt, gorillas enter a state called rage response that blocks pain signals and further increases strength. Basically a natural berserker mode that humans can't match. After about 5 minutes of this uneven contest, it becomes clear. Our 100 average men are thoroughly defeated. Many are injured, some seriously, and the rest are scattered and demoralized. The Silverback stands victorious, barely winded, and still ready to take on more challengers. Final score, Gorilla 1, average dudes 0. Now let's reset the jungle clearing and bring in our elite fighting force. Same scenario, but the difference is immediately apparent. Before even entering the clearing, the soldiers have already established a clear chain of command divided into tactical units with specific roles. Developed a coordinated battle plan. Military training emphasizes the concept of violence of action. Overwhelming force applied with maximum speed and coordination. As they enter the clearing, there's no chaotic rushing or hesitation. Instead, they move in disciplined formation, maintaining perfect spacing between each man. The gorilla emerges and begins its intimidation display, but these men don't flinch or scatter. Special Forces soldiers train specifically to maintain steady heart rates even during extreme stress, allowing for clearer thinking and better coordination. Rather than attacking haphazardly, the soldiers execute a classic military encirclement strategy. Small teams of 5 to 6 men coordinate to approach from different angles, not to attack individually, but to serve as distraction points. Military units practice synchronized movements thousands of times until they become instinctual, allowing for wordless coordination even in chaos. The gorilla, facing multiple approaching groups, can't focus on all threats simultaneously. When it charges toward one group, that team quickly retreats while maintaining formation, and 2 other teams close distance from behind. Soldiers train specifically in grappling techniques that utilize body weight and leverage, exactly what's needed against a stronger opponent. The soldiers don't try to match the gorilla's strength. Instead, they use coordinated exhaustion tactics, constantly moving, forcing the gorilla to turn and charge repeatedly. While gorillas have explosive power, their stamina has limits. After 10 to 15 minutes of maximum exertion, even the strongest Silverback's performance decreases by 40 to 50%. This isn't some quick action movie scene, it's a grueling test of discipline versus raw power. The soldiers maintain their strategy, working in rotating teams to keep pressure from all sides while never overcommitting. When the gorilla does connect, and it does, sending soldiers flying, medical teams quickly extract the injured while maintaining the encirclement. There are casualties, yes, but the formation never breaks. Military units train to continue functioning even with up to 30% casualties, adapting roles and maintaining mission focus. At the 20-minute mark, the gorilla is showing clear signs of fatigue. Its charges become less explosive, its recovery time between attacks longer. This is the moment the soldiers have been waiting for. On command, multiple teams move in simultaneously, not to attack wildly, but to execute practiced takedown techniques, targeting limbs, using body weight and numbers to gradually restrict movement. A fatigued gorilla loses up to 60% of its reaction speed advantage over humans. It's not pretty, and it's not quick, but after a brutal 30-minute engagement, the soldiers accomplish what seemed impossible. The gorilla is effectively neutralized through exhaustion and coordinated restraint techniques. Final score, trained soldiers 1, exhausted gorilla 0. So what made the difference? It wasn't just physical capability, it was the mental game. The average men, despite having the same theoretical numbers advantage, lacked 3 critical elements: discipline, the ability to overcome primal fear responses, coordination, functioning as a cohesive unit rather than individuals, strategy, understanding how to leverage their only advantage, numbers. The soldiers demonstrated that humans' greatest weapon isn't our muscles, it's our minds. By applying tactical thinking and maintaining discipline, they turned a physical mismatch into a winnable scenario. The difference between trained and untrained groups facing threats is so significant that military historians consider a disciplined unit to be equivalent to 3 times its number in untrained individuals. For facing guerrillas or life's challenges, raw numbers mean nothing without strategy and discipline. What do you think? Would you bet on the soldiers or the Silverback? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this wild matchup, smash that like button and subscribe for more insane animal showdowns. Next week, could 50 eagles take down an elephant? You won't want to miss it. Stay wild, stay curious, and remember, in the animal kingdom, there's always a bigger badass waiting around the corner.